All right. Got another episode of MOTEP Speaks here, and we're going to tackle some of these subjects going on in public nowadays. Uh, some of this shenanigans that's being put out in the media. Some of the terrible um, exploits done by blacks, not by our own people. It's pitiful. It's pitiful to how we just continue to suffer from Stockholm syndrome. Um, First thing I'll start with is I'm going to make this part of the platform. Let me uh, pour out some libations to my dad, granddad, grandmother, uh, some cousins, uncles, and some good teachers, Dr. Amos Wilson, uh, Dr. Tony Martin, and a few others who helped me along the way here. Um, we got a little message coming here. I'm trying to keep going here with all this. Okay, so looks like we're going to be in a civil war in this country on three or four things: vaccine, um, gay and homosexuality and rap music, juxtaposed to rapping about killing and bitches and hoes and pointing Dracos at black people, as Kwame Brown say, and then about how we truly helping our children through all this in the process. I'm not going to spend much time today on the subject, but I'll deal with the first one first. As far as the vaccine is concerned, I'm a healthcare professional. I caught COVID twice. You hear me again? I caught COVID twice. The first time, February of 20, right before the shutdown and things got going. It was pretty bad. I knew it wasn't the flu. And then the second time was December of 20. Okay, working in the healthcare field, we're just put at risk. We're at risk. Being middle 50s, going on 60. I didn't get a bad strain, I figured, but it was something I've never felt before. Vaccine hesitancy and stuff like that. Fast forward, I waited to April when my employers told us that we had to get vaccinated. Us in healthcare, we had to get vaccinated or we lose our job. And most employers now in healthcare are doing that. So you're not going to run. You're not going to run from one to another. And most of us make pretty good money in healthcare. So that was that. And in keeping patients and everybody safe in the facilities and the hospital, stuff like that, is still paramount too. So we had to, that was a decision I made. You don't have to take the vaccine. You can be careful. Vitamin C, black cumin seed oil, you can do everything you need to do. Stay away from people. Just stay in your own little clan. That's fine. Okay. But from what I've seen, from almost 30 years of working as a healthcare professional, you son of a gun smoke the hell out of cigarettes. You drink cheap liquor. Diabetes is crazy. Heart disease is crazy. I don't know too many brothers in their late 50s, 60s is not taking the blood pressure pill. Okay. Eating McDonald's, eating that crap on the corners. I don't eat any of it. I don't smoke. I may have one drink on Saturday and Sunday. That's it. Period. You can look at the skin and tell. The skin tells you everything, doesn't it? Look at that skin. I'm going to keep it a little go. I'm like Kwame say, I don't care about this little beard. I mean, we ain't like Dr. Boyce Watkins, Shout out again to Kwame out there. You tearing Dr. Boyce Watkins behind up, and he is a fraud. That fool, I got the receipts on my Twitter to show how that fool got mad at me some months back, tore his behind up. Just like Isaiah Washington, I got plenty of receipts from him tearing his behind up. Okay, so we've got a lot of false flag brothers who claim that it's about hating Democrats. So now all of a sudden I'm a Republican and I'm just cool because white folks like me and I'm going to be liked by these white people. So it's better for me to be liked by these white folks. So I'm going to go out here and talk bad about my people. We're not going to have it. We're not going to have it. I'm taught and bred by Wallace D, Minister Farrakhan, Bobby Hemmett, Cornel West, all the great ones. My own teachers from home, Richard Gordon Hatcher, Faye Eisen, Miss Black, my parents, my dad, and you ain't gonna talk about black folk, and we ain't letting you do it no more. We're just not gonna let you do it. Okay. Going back to the vaccine again, you can choose to do what you want to do. Okay, you can choose what you want to do. But if you truly care about your bodies, as you say, then cut out going to them corner stores. Come on, go and get that greasy chicken from them Arabs on the corner. Okay? Cut out McDonald's line long every day. They just had a study come out a couple years ago that they put a hamburger and french fry to air. I think it was Cal Polytech or Cal State Fullerton, one of them. Put a hamburger and french fry to air for 6 years and it didn't mold. What does that tell you? 6 years and it did not mold. And you're putting that in your bodies? You're putting the 150 chemicals from a cigarette and the 75 chemicals from a Swisher Sweet in your body without recourse. And oh, let me tell you this, because I know this for a fact that I've traveled through a couple of drug treatment centers in my career and recently. And now we know for a fact they're putting fentanyl and a new fentanyl derivative on marijuana. I was trying to figure out why all these folks going so crazy, murdering and killing out here, and they smoking weed like 40 going north. I ain't smoked in 17 years weed. I used to smoke marijuana. I quit. Best thing I've did in my life. Quit smoking. Best thing. Look at the skin again. Look, y'all. Look at the skin. This is middle 50s going on 60. Look at it good. Look at it good. Okay? Look at that hair. Look at it. Look at it. Losing a little bit, but that's with age. I ain't tripping on that. Just look at it. Very little gray. Maybe one there, too. Okay. But the point of the matter is that they're putting fentanyl on this weed, fools. And don't tell me you know where you're getting it from because you ain't growing it. You're not growing it. I was wondering why folks out here so goddamn crazy. And now I know for a fact, just left a seminar about it a couple weeks ago and what they're putting on a lot of stuff. Okay. Don't even talk about the pills. You swallow an Oxycontin, oxycodone, Vicodins like candy. It's a rush on Buspar. Do you know what Buspar is? Do y'all look up Buspar? I'm not going to tell you. Look it up. There's a rush on Buspar. Okay. Why? Why are you all taking all this garbage yet you got a problem with the vaccine? Like I say, you do what you want to do. I caught it twice. It was rough on me. I'm glad to be here. I didn't have major problems. Didn't lose breath. Lost taste, smell for a day. The diarrhea and the stomach problems and the tiredness. And I dumped all the natural stuff in, including mushrooms, shiitake mushrooms, cordyceps, creminis. I dumped them all in. It still took a minute. Okay, so you can do what you want to do, but don't play no games with me. When I've seen illness and sickness and what causes it and the root causes, long-term ill taking care of y'all bodies for years, don't come telling me something about you care all of a sudden about what you put in your body. You dumping all that crap in it. No, leave that to the dummies because I know better. So do what you want to do. Don't tell me you care about your bodies and you're dumping that crap in it. Don't. Okay, just don't. Just don't. Now, going to these different rules for LGBT people, LGBTQ people, and then black people when it comes to entertainers, what they say, music, this and that. When did killing become less than talking about who you sleep with? I don't care. I work with gay and lesbian people my whole career. I don't care what you do. They never bragged about what they did. Matter of fact, some of them were pretty cool people. Okay. And they didn't like a lot of things that their own people did. Let's just be honest about it. I had one I worked with who hated men that dressed up as women. He said he aborted. This was a straight homosexual guy I worked with who said he couldn't stand flamers, he called it. He called it flamers. Okay. That's what he called it. That's what he called it. Okay. That's what he called it. He didn't call it nothing else but that. He couldn't stand it. So why, when did killing, when did drug selling, when did degrading your women become less than talking about who somebody slept with? And why are we as black people, I go all the way back past to KRS-One Stop the Violence movement. So I was in that. I've marched with Wallace Gator at my hometown of Gary, Indiana, to stop the violence. I was downtown in Indianapolis, Indiana in 1994 5-ish, marching against the Ku Klux Klan with the late Dr. Khalid Muhammad. Don't bring me that bull crap. Take it to somebody else. When did that stop being worse than who you slept with? Just answer me that question. That's all I want to know. We as black people need to stop buying. Listen, stop having your children download this music. Stop having your children like these artists. Honestly, stop having them listen to this garbage that's talking about degrading and hurting your own people and you and them. It's not giving them any food. Okay, no food. Mr. Farrakhan spoke on it and tried to talk to them for years. For years. And we know who runs the music industry. The top 10 music companies, Sony, Universal, all them. We know who runs things. Okay. Kwame talks about it all the time. Shout out to Kwame and others who are trying to put this sound, keep sounding the alarm. Because we've been sounding the alarm, trying to keep sounding the alarm. There is nothing worse than poisoning and killing and degrading your own people in music, film, anything. Case in point, Denzel Washington makes a movie about Lucas, big dope dealer from New York, who's taking pure heroin and selling it to black people. And he's looked up as a hero. And Denzel gave him $3, $4, $5 million for the rights to do the movie, but still, he ain't no hero. Lucas ain't no hero. Lucas is terrible. He was a terrible person. He poisoned his people. You can call it what you want to call it. That movie and depictions of these men and glorifying them, Scarface wasn't nothing either. And I've seen Scarface and Brad Jordan, met him in the past at concerts. The one thing that stuck with us for years is how do you name yourself after, well, he's actually the Scarface Al Capone. Okay, he was nothing. He hated black people and terrorized black people too. Al Capone was terrible. But let's look at that Scarface. That's terrible. But yeah, we glorify it. They don't get no punishment for singing and saying stuff like that and degrading and killing and talking about poisoning your own people. I mean, come on, y'all. Y'all gotta wake up. Y'all gotta wake the fuck up. Wake up. Spike Lee, years ago. Wake up. Wake up. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous what we've become. I know I coach baseball, I coach basketball. I'm volunteering. Next week I'll start coaching soccer. Our children are clamoring for people to help us and not be bought up into this garbage that's going on. And let me get to that now, because I don't have much time. I got a Zoom meeting for work, okay, uh, soon. And I'm going to get to that. Kwame talked about coding and teaching coding to these children in school, stuff like that. I bought this book, or no, I take that back. Some of my relatives bought this book for some of my younger grands and offspring last year. See, second and third grade. One of them just went to the second grade, one of them third grade. This is what we're on. We've started it. He's right. They need to be learning this coding. This is what they need to be learning. We need to be helping them. Got math work when they get it to do. Problems to do. Stuff to tinker around with. Everything else. What are you guys doing? You want to party and kick it so much in the streets. Kwame's right. Get out of the streets and get home and help these children. Bring them. Brothers, y'all got to step up. I've coached for 3 years almost now. Most of the people bringing these children to practices is sisters. Tired looking. Whatever the case may be, whatever they're doing, getting off work, rushing, running, whatever. If it's 20 boys, if it's three fathers bringing them or 4 fathers bringing them, that's got to stop. And I don't want to hear that you're more busy than the next person. Stop in the smokehouse. Get out the smokehouse. Smoke your blunt, which you shouldn't. I'm not advocating smoke because you're going to be in the hospital. You're going to be on the oxygen tank. Trust me, you're going to be getting breathing treatments by the time, if you make it to 67. You're going to be on breathing treatments and oxygen tank. Trust me, I know. But take your butt home and help out these children. These children need our help. I've seen it closely. The schools in my town still let people come in. You can visit the schools here. Go to the school, help out once or twice a week if you ain't got a job or if you're working part-time. That's what I do. I go one day every 2 weeks at least, help out. You all can do that. It's all about y'all, ain't it? Damn everybody else. I get mine, you get yours. Just the hell with it, right? Dog eat dog. Huh? So Darwin, survival of the fittest, right? Darwinism, just Darwinism all over the place. That doesn't work. Doesn't work. And it's sickening. Kwame talked about we used to have neighborhoods and now we just have hoods. He's right. But I'm still gladly where I live. And my neighbors, we're neighbors. We do have a neighborhood. We do look out for each other. We do have each other's back. We do have a neighborhood. We do cover for one another. So I'm thankful for that. But you gotta get out of this rat race of BS and falling for the okie doke, as Kwame talks about. Okay, the reason why I keep bringing him up, because there's no other brother who's been in the crosshairs of the white media, own media, like he has, who now is giving it to everybody, black, white, whoever, putting a foot in their butt and do not care. He's not worried about endorsement deals or who's gonna give me an ice cream contract, or am I gonna get a shoe contract? Because I can't tell the truth. Like he said, athletes so scared they can't even say nothing because they scared. Y'all got them worried about their pockets more than being truthful. I had to tell my brother the other day, ain't no sides. All it is truth. There's no sides. It's truth. Go listen to, I can't get it linked here, but go listen to the Kwame video of Dr. Boyce calling him, wanting him to join to get along, go along, get along. He tells him no. About an hour and 20 minutes. Go find it. He speaks on all it in there. But I'm disgusted on what I've seen. I used to frequent a park for years with young people. And what I'm seeing now come to this park is the worst I've ever seen. Grown-ups walking around the park playground areas with guns on their hips. So much weed smoking, everything. It's just no problem. Damn the children being around. Damn children. The donuts and burnouts was so ridiculous. It just run all the grown folks and everything out who was throwing horseshoes and trying to just have a nice, peaceful meeting and greeting and just talking. Just disrupt the whole aura of the park. Then white folks are slowly coming to take these parks over because they gentrifying in all the areas around the country, here too, in my city. So when the white folks come take it over and shut it down, then y'all gonna be mad. Then you're gonna be mad. It's gotta stop. It's gotta stop. We can't just think about ourselves in this world. We've got to think about others. The true mark of a real man is not what he does for himself. It's what he can do to help others. It's what it is. Stop being selfish out here and lift your hand for the next man or woman or child. Lift them up. If you got it like that in your pocket, go get some tablets, go get some books, go get some backpacks. Have a giveaway on the corner. If you got it like that, they need a lot. I'm telling you what I know, what I've seen. I'm in the schools. I'm helping the children. I'm telling you what I see. Baseball this year, we didn't have any spikes for them. We didn't have no spikes for the children. We had extra gloves for those that didn't. We didn't have any spikes. I remember growing up playing baseball. We got taken to get ice cream, Dairy Queen, all the stuff like that. And the coaches really cared about us. And we rode in the back of the truck together. The sense of community is we got to fight to keep that and get that back. If it's gone, that's what we got to have. That's the only thing that's going to sustain us. And love. Y'all claim to love. Who y'all love? Who y'all love? Go in the mirror and ask that. Who do I really love? Go ask yourself that one. I'll be back at another time. I'm gone.